Yini komo ewo channel so hasi GH Politics Avenue podcast or say trending because making headlines and ye jemre ne di bi exomo ewo ha ni di ma onu ayenko yensimu enne Attorney.G ni press briefing chairman Wontumi ni din ampema onua enya asem koto akra na wo yini free ho nso a wo kire say pre-bargaining a eye moka no ono enye obia na obeba obekase bia pre-bargaining na yaji sika no na at the end of the day no na uko no akosa won kwan yo da bi o se case ni bi ho a or refer Emma court obi ti se chairman Wontumi won ne dom etimi ebo run office a wo mde pre-bargaining ho asem de eba ya wo mkuta sika eja nka wo mde eba nanka wo matimi ahwe nanka wo mai pre-bargaining ni ade a na emom no de kwaye ni se fast forward otimi echiro mu court kwan se omo court na omo enko plead for pre-bargaining na emom no se court ka se o dia tumu dia woni problem no no ankasa dia wontimi hye ne ho enye bibia na o sanjina so ka se mpo o mampanyin krampo no ofre na o man pressure say bia ene yeso masi ba ene agiska ne ade ne ja no na pre-bargaining ho asem na mekan na o kire se o mampanyin frɛ na eye mutual discussion conversation ene oni ne die o ho te se yire ho ba adwuma na adwuma no ede ne ade na o hye ne nkran yen concept nim ne yen hwensem a eye honorable so edigu eye ponso
say ne nkano ene accountable series no this adwumadi na atudwa also Ghana for mutia ora no enya ade a omodwuma bawie ora no edi dwuma papa we investigation omo yafa drip ho a we che se omo ye adwuma wuchi nsem o kan afa je plant pool ho a omo overpay omo tua $2 million na contract no kra no che se enkase yi no ho ti tua sika no mabroe contract sam na nkase $176 million and so we share invoice na it shows say $178 million na yetua ma omo yentie doctor mo kan fa asade no ho JA plant proof no.
Never an incompetent lawyer in private practice. I don't want to be an incompetent lawyer in public service. So I want us to take our time to do the kind of work that I'm announcing today. And I want to also let you know that I'm under no pressure from any quarters to cut any deals. Mr. President, who is my boss, has never put pressure on me. On the contrary, when I brief him, he gives me his blessing. He doesn't even express an opinion one way or the other. He says, Dominic, I've heard you. All right? The chief of staff has never put pressure on me to cut a deal with anybody. The secretary to the president, Dr. Kalisus Mahama, has never put pressure on me. On the contrary, he encourages me. He says the work is stressful, but I should keep on. The legal counsel to the president, my former boss, has never put pressure on me to cut any deal. Offers have been made, and I have turned all of them down. I have told everybody, please go to the court. If you want a pleas deal, I'm filing cases. In the Wontumi case, offers were made to us for a plea deal. I said, no, I'm filing charges. If you want, announce your intention for a plea deal to the judge. That is now my strategy. The MPP took advantage of my saying that I'm open to to having plea deals to say, okay, that I was busy cutting deals in the office. No deal has been cut, and no deal will be cut except under the auspices of the court of competent jurisdiction. That is what I have decided, and that is what we are going to do, going forward. Lastly, we have frozen all the assets of Anan that I have listed, including a 10 million Ghana cedis fixed deposit account at Republic Bank, Labone branch. That is the liquid assets. They also, had a lot of bags. I didn't want to list them. The wife has over 61 luxury bags. All right, name them. He himself was buying watches, some costing as much as 1.5 million Ghana cedis and so on. We have taken note of all of them, and so we've done the freezing, including those of the vehicles. So on account of the foregoing, we have decided to charge Mr. Hanan Abdul Wahab and his wife, Faiza Seidu Wuni, with stealing, conspiracy to steal, causing financial loss to the state, using public office for profit, obtaining public property by false statements, and money laundering. The charges will be filed on Friday, and I have the charge sheet, the draft charge sheet, which I am reviewing here for everybody to see. so that nobody goes to say that I have indicted somebody and I don't have charges. I have my charges ready. From now onwards, when we are announcing the conclusion of investigations, we are either contemporaneously filing charges or we are filing them immediately thereafter. Okay, so this is what I have for you today. I hope that Ghanaians will bear with us to do an excellent job for this republic. The oral will work. Forget about those who are paying bloggers to blog that oral is failing. Oral is on course and will work for the good of the people of this country. We will exact accountability to the extent justifiable by law. As I said, I will not do anything outside the law for political expediency reasons. I won't. So thank you. God bless all of you.
Enti Dominic Anyeni doctor onona etene kan minister in charge of Attorney General and Justice onona yete no so nenkano yanko parliament and on the floor of parliament majority leader honorable Mahama Yarga or the tuja na share so far achievement of NHIS which health insurance jumedi omedi for the past 9 months yanko nkoti some of the tuja ne bi.
Mr. Speaker, the NHIA has paid a total of 2.84 billion Ghana cedis in claims to accredited healthcare providers across the country. This represents the most consistent payment trend since the scheme's inception. The NDC are the best implementers of social intervention schemes. As I address you, there are no arrears outstanding. Claim payments are now up to date, with reimbursements made monthly. A marked improvement from previous years when payments delayed for several months. This improvement has restored confidence among healthcare providers, stabilized service delivery, and enhanced the scheme's credibility across all regions. Additionally, the uncapping of the NHI by His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama has released an additional 3.4 billion Ghana cedis to the NHI, marking a historic fiscal breakthrough that secures sustainable funding for timely claims payment, expansion of coverage, and implementation of flagship reforms such as free primary health care and Mahama cares. So far, so excellent. Mr. Speaker, the health insurance scheme is on track to reach an unprecedented 20 million active members by end of year 2025. So far, so excellent. Our hospitals and health facilities are being well funded, and Mr. Speaker, I can only say good things will happen to this country.
Honorable Mahama Yarga, Member of Parliament, Maboko Central, sounds to a majority leader on an other two. So far, 9 months. Abayi Baye, acquire NHIA for a year, Juma, on my achievement so far, and then the church on the floor of Parliament and Dra. Na Ubia budget room. Medical Casaban, Papa, ba, inti Muma Yem Peneno, Nayam Nayamboa, Nebi and Tumin Conkai, Nebibia, and Shay. Baby Adri, the Apomode home common air day, bro. Now, if you pass specialist about hospital and me ankasa meti I can
womu sisi womu hodi womu nye ayese apia ana atiagu womu so yemtuo ana esi womu so but we dey at all eba we dey MPA ekoyie we dey boss ekoyie waye ekoyie wati ase eno ni adwuma no wa form ho enye social media da bia me ka jo se me many time am dey kwotena social media me dey yeden Minister da agino mi be bomb 3 to 6 we am adwuma social media ho no mi ni ho sansa me we mu wo ba twa to wa me no de me de ba yia wo no anadwo wo na yes me sa anadwo wo na ye ba botas kan sa akopem sa de be che sa onasisi rata po eni wa ne de we mu yatra ho edoji wa tra da koya profit MPA wo mu meki under Akuffo administration, that useless former president, you know, the person na MPA, who make profits and answer losses. Today, go to town, go to boss. A car with Jato, or Nakobisa say, a quasay. koto na kwa engineers no ahokeka omodi ya adwuma welders no ene umpanifo kwa ahokeka management omodi tie MD nachi. We are resetting. Some nonsense things no more fun to baby. We are not joking. What you say? We mean serious business. This government appointees John Mahama enim obia do obia betime and odi obia to baby. Yes. So abrate you careful. Ete san jesine be chesu anadwo wona. Period. Ye so benya safo yebu ni be ye kan asem me du besia. Dr. Brown Forestry eye commission CEO me ji say ewie wapomboko. Koso boy forest no ba ma yesa. Koso boy adwuma ni yesa. Ete de amafo keka wa chiro me se obi bia jo Mahama ba appointing no wonim die tie wa appointing say nipa no wa chira no mo slow kakra ti Dr. Brown Forestry CEO bojuma no sa anjes ne ta wachi ajuma koso aban no bojuma intembe before no wo mo say and galamse mess na mo kreti ya no Mahama obefese and now to do so biom and now to do so biom ni bi so and now to do so biom George Napa afese. Yes, akasa engineer otu na Ghana water hona say Accra East so say hey I mean ehefa is it Accra East. Ya wo otwitwa wonama o man so ahama otwitwa sa MPP ni papa no munyini free sa office na wo no ma o megu abai animase ye ni ba bi ofiri sa MPP for na model association office amada na mo say dia money na ye campaign bo mu na munyina mo ba ye study wo memo ha ye ba fish mo nyina out get na mama say Mahama mamu we yo amamu ni papa akoma pa ne kura no yetia trawo mo bia kwan da. Yes, ana wo yi uti say wo ba be say panyi bia hey wo ene wo na me say wo na you dare not. Social media me ko ye ho Addo-G ya me kan ho ma we distracted de wo ye no say the minua eye opare Addo ka say stay focused and one no yeko yanim sa yeko yanim ti say the Attorney General and Minister of Justice Dr. Dominic Ayene last week haya na mekan say papa no owoso no ho a na krama boda ma bodga biom no wasa krama oboda ma obakwa kwasa obodga biom muni ba bia Dominic Ayene no doctor no ofira na hey ene muni niye afa ni wawoso no ho just say one son a charge sheet against the former Deputy Director General of the National Service Authority, Gifty Owari-Mensah, accusing her of money laundering, stealing from the state, among other offenses. She has allegedly misappropriation of funds in the BIA 38,458,248.87 million between February 2022 and March 2024. Statement in that one. You see, on my way, ayo maya say kaya de akoma pa and the dia beko baby a de beko biasa ye kwakọ ye adwuma na oba abesi ahwede hwe charges he de amount money laundering stealing oba abesi awo babesia wabusuafo akọ ahwe we ya say picture be ni printing in the family. Yes, a kitty yes in the do well. We na kitwe be na sumdwe woma eye papa esene say we be nyan bebre so na hwe nim we said tinti my power football mo so try ya na anlande baby a wo eye nti se we babu no ne ma appointment ya go there and serve ba manya wa dwene se wo de won sabe bo oman ni sikem because say assembly ura court ntino let me leave it like that. And now chief of staff body di anuma peja mi mu oni monyan for Julius Debra Brakwasi Dami asumdwe nkan medie medika yaka se oye daache hene ama o mai okonko to dwa ni na wo bompa ya wo mom wo akoma pa obuo oto tema ahofama edema nipa na wonim se we abofra wonim se we mi na mefa na adwuma wonim se we mi na metua ne ka na ono wo kasa interaction no wutimi wo se ahobrase mu opese oji obia adwene the man Julius Zebra maybe I will be ene nyakopa asumwie enkan yefunu a ede oba asase su a sa yefunu no baby a adakamina bi esemu bia no nyakopa nhyira sa yefunu no inu pokua mi hu chief of staff for brand hu aseda sa papa we mi hu bida o mi hu bida and adwuma so oye o adwuma no oye adwuma no ana onye obi o ye gidi ompre otu medica o okono boko sani achechede nante no nanso obedu ho obelande won the final destination peacefully from the angels. Enei papai oko a National Boardroom Governance 2025 conference ne sama wodi tudwa wo ho no me pese Ghana fo nyina yenye den yentie ne sama okan wodi monyanfo Julius Debra chief of staff.
Industrialization, skills advancement, governance continuity protects national projects from political cycles and market volatility. When boardrooms think generationally, the present becomes the foundation, not the finish line. We must, however, acknowledge the realities before us. Boards today operate in an environment of heightened public scrutiny, fast-changing markets, and tightening regulations. Weak governance invites reputational harm, legal exposure, and financial instability. That is why the government continues to strengthen accountability and transparency through initiatives such as the Reset Agenda and Government Accountability Series, where sector ministers publicly account for policies and progress made. Accountability is not a performance. It is a trust exercised on behalf of the people. Yet no amount of policy can replace the culture of integrity that begins within the boardroom. To our chairpersons and board members gathered here today, the challenge is clear. Anchor strategy in accurate data, tie productivity to purpose, embed after readiness in your operations. Diversify finance for resiliency, not fragility. Strengthen supply chain governance and measure sustainability as a core boardroom metric. Build a next generation of leaders and insist on ethics as the foundation of performance. Governance is not an event, it is.
We and some who team course watching on so I'm not so Jimmy Ewa had a send us over the India Dumbi Edumania in Shim, the Ensun Yepa.